welcome to another episode of Taura with the Prince. It's your boy Russell, aka the Prince. It's a delight to be having you in the comfort of your home and enjoying a beautiful day in the sun city of Cape Town, the mother city. We're happy to be out here today with a man who some know him as a businessman, some know him as a promoter, some know him as one of those directors that change lives in people's lives. We also know him as a young entrepreneur who has come out of Zimbabwe, out of the ashes, and he has risen to be a force to be reckoned with. He was born as a bright Chimtashu. Some of you know him as the president, some of you know him as DHARICAN. He is joining us today on the show. Mr. DHARICAN,
thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm very glad that you can recognize me. You could recognize me. Bright Chimtashu is an entrepreneur, businessman, born in dusty streets of Karoi, Urungwe there in Zimbabwe.
Okay, cool. So obviously you coming out of the dusty streets of Karoi. I know Karoi as one of the rural, it's a more remote rural area. I would like to a bit fast track your life to 1992. What happened in 1992?
1992, that year, I think that's the year that I started picking up in business, because I started doing business when I was still in primary school.
Wow.
You know, I could buy sweets, you know, those ones we used to call them niggers and power toffee. Power toffee, yeah. I used to buy those ones and maputi, selling to the students at my school.
Wow.
So that's when I really started focusing to be a successful entrepreneur.
Wow. And when I was going through your profile, I also saw that you were taking trips to Zambia. What was happening in Zambia?
You know, that's where we were buying the clothes that we were selling. We were buying clothes, you know, those bales of clothes. We were buying those ones and resell to people at flea markets and also to individuals.
So let me then, since you're talking about clothing, so I'm going to fast track to 2012. I saw there's a big story there in 2012. What happened in 2012?
I know what you're referring to. This big story started a bit earlier than 2012. But
okay.
It's only that we didn't have the resources to implement the idea. So the idea was there. We started, you know, I was very passionate. I've got role models like Fubu, Tommy Hilfiger.
Wow, those are big brands.
Ralph Lauren, yeah. So, you know, I had a dream that I can also do like them. We all human beings.
Yes,
so,
true.
I knew that if I can think of something, if I can start something, I can be successful. Because I'm very serious. When I start something, I have to accomplish. Yeah. So I thought of starting a brand. That was back in 2009, 2010. So I didn't have anything in mind. So I thought maybe if I use my name, it can work out. But I was using my name at first. The brand was Bright. Then people couldn't, they couldn't relate. They didn't want to buy it. They were saying, why should we wear his name and all that? Then I said, that was now in 2012. Then I thought of something else that could sell. Then I came up with a word that is a slang, which is called DHARICAN, denoting to an elderly person or an experienced person.
Oh.
Yeah. Then after that...
I didn't even know that DHARICAN means that.
Yeah. After that, I had to design a logo for that. So my totem is lion.
Okay.
So I had to do something that was going to make sense to me and
also relate.
And relate. Yeah. So I was also into music. So I took a lion and I said, okay, I'm going to design a logo, which is a lion. Then I said, no, but I love also music. Then you can see my logo here. The lion is listening to music.
Wow.
So that's when it all started.
Wow.
That's when I started the brand. Then I registered it in 2013.
Wow. So that means that you've been in business for quite a long time. But now I hear that you are also a promoter.
Yeah, like I said, I'd love for the music. So we started promotion business in 2012. We were bringing artists from home and promoting also local artists.
Wow. Now, you as being a businessman, you are venturing into being obviously establishing your brand, and also establishing the music side of things and promoting young artists that are coming into the business.
Yes.
Were you not scared of failure? Were you not scared that you'd get to a point where things are not going to work out? Although you had failed in the past, were you not scared that you're now in a different territory, you're now in a different country, and people around you are going to say, he's just trying to make money out of us?
It's really scary. But if you don't try, it's good. I always say it's good to try and fail than to fail to try.
Cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful. Now, in the past, we've seen you on logos, on posters. We've heard that you've got a show there, you've got a show here. Tell me, out of all those shows, I don't think there was all success in those stories. Do you have where you look back and you're like, I failed here so much, but it actually gave me a lesson?
Okay, when it comes to promotion with how we have branded ourselves, when I started promotion, it's after when I introduced the brand. So when I introduced the brand, people fell in love with the brand. So we started having a huge following. So each show that we had before, we had most of them, 99% I can say, of success.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. There is no way that we did a show that I can say, no, it was a flop. Right. Never. They're all full.
Now, okay, so obviously you are a businessman, promoter, you're running this, you're running that. How are you balancing the business side of thing and family? Because I saw you got 2 beautiful kids, and you just blessed with a new one recently. How are you balancing family time and the business?
When you're an entrepreneur, the family, I'm talking about like the wife and kids, should also understand that
Daddy needs to make money.
Yeah, you have to. There's gonna be bills to pay. They want this luxury life, and they want nice things. It all comes from the hard work. So mostly, if you're an entrepreneur, it's like 85% of your time is occupied, which means 85% of your day will be occupied. But you have to allocate some time with the family. You see. So what I do is Saturdays. During working days, my wife would be at work, then kids will be at school, then I'll be at work, then I close at 6, then I go meet the family at home, then Saturdays I close at 1, then I join family for a few hours, then I go out to network and interact. That's where the business comes from. Then on a Sunday, that's the family day, we go to church afterwards, then we can go chill and hang around.
But there's a lot of controversy in your life. Not controversy in a bad way, but like I think it was last year, you posted a video asking someone for your money that they owed you, and that story circulated a lot. And was it a joke or it was reality?
No, that was reality. But the way I put it as a joke, you see. But people took it very seriously because the guy was also owing a lot of people. Okay. So people started circulating the story so that other people know, so that they can protect other friends from doing business with the same guy.
Okay. Now, and also I see on social media very active. You post videos, you in your car, just dancing away to music. What keeps you that energetic after running around business, promoting, family? What keeps you so motivated? What keeps you so energetic?
In life, if you fail to be happy, then trust me, you're gonna fail in everything. So try by all means every time to be smiling and be happy, and all things will flow. Wow. You see, you forget about, because the moment you start thinking and thinking and thinking, you develop stress, and stress will trigger a headache or something else, and it goes on and on and on. Yeah.
So as Taura TV, we believe that people like you can encourage young people. We've been seeing young people from Zimbabwe, from Zambia, from Malawi coming into South Africa. They've been dying with drugs, gangsterism. They've even joined certain gangs in South Africa. What have you got to say to those young people that have come from overseas or who have come from other African countries and are here, and you want them to be that someone? What can you say to them? What can you encourage them?
You know, what I'm gonna say to them is they must take it very seriously. All the way we have come a long way, and we're coming from like 3,000 kilometers, some 4,000, some 10,000 kilometers. And the reason we are here is we're looking for greener pastures. You see, we're coming here to hustle. So just come here for the reason and live for the reason that we've come here for. We come here to make money in clean ways. Because some of them, they come here, then they don't want to work. So what did you come for? So I'm encouraging them that they must not give up. They must fulfill their purpose, why they are here. If they are here to work, they must work. But I don't encourage them to work like for life for someone else. They work, raise capital, start your small business, and go bigger.
Now, obviously, as a businessman, you giving young people that encouragement.
Yes.
Are you, as a businessman, are you reading books? Are you reading something that encourages you, or are you doing something different, or are you doing something right that is making you have that motivation to say, tomorrow morning I need to do this, I need to do this?
You know, sometimes I do some researches. I also read books. But my main lessons I get from the people, because I'm a very talkative people. You know, if I go to the club or to a people where people is, to a place where people is, I interact and I take time to listen to people. So I listen to different stories from people, different stories, and I assist where I can. You know, that's when the title president came from. You know, they call me the ghetto youth president because I've got time for the ghetto youth.
Wow.
They bring their problems or their whatever questions. Most of them, they want to start a business. They'll come to me and ask, I want to do this business. Is it going to be a success? Then every business can be a success. It depends with the energy that you're going to put and the time and the commitment.
Wow, thank you very much for coming onto the show. Just in closing, I want you to look into the camera and talk to the young children, talk to the young adults that are in South Africa, that have come, that have traveled, like you said, 3,000 km away from their homes to come into this country and change their lives. What have you got to tell them? What food for thought have you got for them?
Okay, you know, the only advice that I'm giving, mostly to the generation from 20 years to 33, that's the most people who are dying in South Africa. You know, you must be responsible. Take a responsibility of your life. You see, no one is going to be accountable for your life. You have to look after yourself. You have to, you know, if you like drinking and you stay far, like in locations, make sure that when you drink, you have to look for transport and get home in time, because most of the people, they are being stabbed like midnight. So if you stay like in Kailicha, then you are drinking in town, then you want to go home like let's say 12 midnight, then the taxi is not going to drop you on your doorstep. You get off somewhere else, then you have to walk. That's the instances that are happening. And also drugs. I interact with a lot of people who are doing drugs, and I'm trying my best to stop them. They are taking this cough medicine, which has got like 96% of alcohol in it, and it's not healthy. You see, they are overdosing. It's not good. Your life is deteriorating each and every day. You don't see it in a day, but as time goes on, then if you start getting sick, it gets worse, then the next thing is you know more, and the responsibility now is left with us. We have to run around. You know, it's very expensive for the body to go home. We have to have like a budget like over 20 grand to 30 grand for the things to be for repatriation. And most of the people, they're not taking policies. So it's very difficult. We have to run around to make sure that the body is gone home safe, and we can also avoid that by avoiding taking drugs and all those things. You know, you can live longer if you look after yourself. So I encourage these young people to look after themselves. You know, drinking is good, but drink responsibly. You know, some of them, they're not doing successful things. They're not going anywhere because if they get their money, they pay rent. Then the rest they're not saving. They go and buy alcohol. They go to the clubs with all the change. Then they budget the money for transport. Month end comes, the same thing, and so they are not going anywhere. You look at them; they've been working for 5 years, but there's nothing. The only thing they can buy maybe is a pair of shoes. They can't get anything that you can see. He's been working for 5 years. Maybe he bought a laptop, or he's got a small car. He's been here for 10 years. He bought a small car. It's because of their overspending. They are not saving. So they must start saving. Also, you know, when things like death come, when you've got savings, you know, it's
easy.
It's easy.
Wow. Powerful words from a powerful man.
The other thing is, you know, why we are here on earth is because there is God. That's why we breathe every time. So we encourage them also Sundays to go to church and also to pray like on daily basis. Because for you to be successful, you have to be with God. You have to walk with God. So if you don't respect the one who brought you on earth, you're not going to succeed. Yeah.
Wow. Powerful, powerful words from a powerful man. His name is Bright Shimtashu. Follow him on Facebook. Get to see his big business. He's doing well. He's doing quite well here in Cape Town. We've gone to love him. We've gone to recognize his work. And I hope you guys learned a lot from what he had to say about us as young people, us as the future of tomorrow. We are the future of tomorrow. There's no one else who's going to take our place. We need to make that change, especially when we have come all the way 3,000 Ks, like what he says, 3,000 Ks, and we come to South Africa to look for greener pastures. So you be the change that you want to see. We're going to take a break while we sip on some water. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for staying tuned into Taura with the Prince. I'm still your boy. I'm still here, Russell, aka the Prince. We're still sitting here with Bright Shimtashu, the president himself, Mr. DHARICAN International, enjoying his presence. So, DHARICAN, you started this brand. The brand is moving. You are now a promoter. You're promoting music. We've been hearing you that you have partnered with a lot of people in your life. Which one of the strongholds or the one partnership that you can say is really getting you to move on with your label?
Okay, you know, the company DHARICAN International is the brand is the clothing brand is part of the it's a division, if I can say. We also do corporate branding. So we also do like we're doing labels for other upcoming artists, upcoming entrepreneurs who've got their clothing brands. We're doing for them, and we have done for a lot of people. We've mentored them, and now they have managed to buy also their own equipment. So we have partnered with a lot of artists. I'm talking about now the clothing brand. We have partnered with Charlie Blake, you know.
Charlie
like,
Black?
Yeah.
The Jamaican artist?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
We've got people like Kalado, we've got people like Sister Kalonche, we've got people like Luciano wearing the brand. And we've got most of the, I can say, 85% of the Zimbabwean artists, they wear the brand, you see. So they perform, they going everywhere, they go all over the world, and they will be performing when they're wearing the brand. That's where we're getting a lot of business from. We have also partnered with people from Kenya, you know, Black Suprema Sounds. They wear the brand, they love the brand. They even
these are big names that you're talking about.
Yeah. You see, we still have a project coming with Tuku Music. We're gonna be doing their branding. We do work for big companies like Ola Ice Creams. We do for Eco West. We do a lot of we're doing work for the city of Cape Town. So that's on the corporate branding side. So
I'm hearing you talking about those big names, and one big name, especially from Zimbabwe, that popped up is Tuku Music. Yeah,
we have, you know, if we start talking about the Zim artists, the list is going to be endless, because, you know, all the artists of the moment, if we talk of guys like this Zim dancehall artist, we talk about Soldier Love, we talk about Sekalas, we talk about Freeman. I can say all of them
are being branded by you.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about Tuku Music.
Yes.
How did you get to get into those shoes? Because Tuku is very particular about his things. I used to work with him a lot when I used to do their stage work when I was still working for the British Council, and he used to be very particular. Now, how did you get to fit into those shoes?
You know, it's about connections. It's about networking. So I've got a friend of mine who stays in Joburg. He is always hiring Tuku. So when they came here for an event, he gave me the opportunity to meet Oliver Mtukuzi and discuss business. That's when we discussed, and we're busy working on the brand. We're gonna start the samples, and if he's happy, we're gonna get a contract to be doing the work.
Wow, that's amazing. So, out of the dusty streets of Karoi, all the way from there, and you are now mixing up with big brands. How do you feel? How do you contain it?
You know, I feel very proud of myself. It's an excitement. I feel excited looking from where I'm coming from, what I used to do, and where I am now. It's an achievement. And you know, I learned a lot from my father. My father was an entrepreneur, so that's where everything came from. You know, I just inherited the concept. Like, he used to tell me that, you know, if you are working, if you're gonna work for yourself, be an entrepreneur, then you don't have stress. You don't have to be running around saying morning boss to the boss. Be the boss that everyone can say good morning to you.
Wow.
So I'm very, very proud of myself that I am here in Cape Town, and I've got a brand which every race is wearing. You see colored people wearing it, you see white people wearing it, black people wearing it. We're sending all over South Africa. Wow. We're shipping outside, we're shipping internationally. We ship to as far as China, we ship to Australia, to Kenya, to United Kingdom. We're sending everywhere. The brand is going everywhere. It's going places.
Wow. So, what can the people at home expect from you in 2017 going into 2018? As you know, Zimbabwe is holding elections next year. There's a lot of talk about this and that. But you, as a child that has come out of Zimbabwe, what can the people expect from you?
What I can say is we're doing it, and we're gonna keep on doing it because we want to do it bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, we have opened a branch in Johannesburg. And we had one.
It's a beautiful store. I saw the picture.
We had one in Long Street where the landlord said he wants to use his shop, so we no longer there. We have got one in Maitland, and we're looking forward to be going home to invest home. We're gonna be opening about 3 branches.
Wow.
Probably this year. We're just trying to put everything together. But this year, definitely, we have 2 branches or more.
Wow.
In Zimbabwe. One is going to go to the heart where everything came from in Karoi, and another one will be in Harare. Then the other one will be somewhere we are yet to decide. But the Karoi one and the Harare one is that one definitely is going to be there. But we have partners in Zimbabwe where we're going to be sending our stock to there is a guy we were busy with talking up. We were busy negotiating the deals. He's got a shop. He's doing the Zim stuff. He approached me. He said he can also be a distributor of the brand. So once the deal is sealed, then people will be able to buy my brand from Joina City, because currently people are buying from the website and we're sending. And here in South Africa, we can send overnight and it can be delivered straight to your doorstep.
Wow, wow, that's powerful. So where can people find you? Social media?
Okay, you can get me on social media. You can get me on Facebook. I use Bright Chimtashu, which is DHARICAN official, because I see there's a lot of DHARICANs there on Facebook. But the official one is Bright Chimtashu, DHARICAN official, and the one that says DHARICAN Street Gear, and our group, which is DHARICAN International. Then on Twitter, it's DHARICAN Sound International. On Instagram, it's DHARICAN President and DHARICAN Street Gear. Then you can also find Bright Chimtashu on LinkedIn, and also Bright Chimtashu on Google+. And that's enough, man. If you type the name, it's gonna pop everywhere. And also our site is www.dharican.co.za. You can visit and see extra services that we offer, and you can also purchase the brand, and we deliver.
Wow. Yeah. Needless to say more, I can't say anything to top that up. Bright Chimtashu, DHARICAN, the president himself has spoken, and when the president has spoken, we close the show. So today we just want to say thank you to DHARICAN for showing up on the show and giving us his life story, telling us where he has come from, and also encouraging you at home to tell you that you can do it. It is not because you come from the depth of the ghetto and you are nothing. People are out there and they're doing stuff. They're pushing themselves. They don't look at the circumstances. They don't look where they come from, their background. They look at where they're going to. So I want you to look where you're going to. As we end the show today, we just want to play out with the top 10 videos from Zimbabwe. Today we have decided to give tribute to the Zimbabwean child and play the top 10 best videos from Zimbabwe. I hope you enjoy. Gotta pay rent, gotta stay relevant, gotta give praise to me. I got the sticker. Kundia na kuti mara ina basa. Taka ima basa. Skiri rego sara mando kamchira ni moyo wangu. Garamba ango vama tsikira kuope sangu. Maonere tsikana chaka chaka mkairu warangu. Makaneta ramba ojingo tsika tiya wangu. Ana baba ve muzimbabwe ndimi makanzi shibaba vasikana vese mazimba makana kwapfura nyika dzese makidhi unogona kuprodusa ini handisi kubaisa makorokoza atipere zvekumhanya.
Why don't you tell about how you feel since the day that takasangana haungotadzembe bada andifenda kakanganwa chitsidzo chatinopanana rudo ratinopanana the way you're feeling.
I just spray up perfume ndakuspray mwe mchena ndichishandisa shampoo kumasaloni kuti ndichene ndagara najeso tusoro bvudzi ritema kwene ndowirira namwari wakatogonezera mukadzi ari beta kana murume achidzi ndiye musoro wemba mukadzi ndiye pareta ndakafonyora simbi sikanditi
zvenyu makarora vaye vakasacrifisa kubvisa lobola kuenda kubawana tezvara itomboziri kana hora ewa madziya unodzirwa chero nguva yekutonhora bikirwa kwachirwa makalakisa muchiona bhora mvura nemagetsi tiri kunetsa
kamanda vari kuchema suru waviri kutima atenda tiri kufema upenyu vacho tirima mari varipo mari toitsvaga kuti toda kunzi futi neswaga handimiri ngoma ndichi mwari wangu vanenge vachindionereko baba pandinotambura munondionere vesakafa mwari wangu
Zarula ndoda kufara koshikanda admiti wapa mopeta kunge chigulani matira buru esenda mapisa nemoto safaya president tulani ngabinda buru wayo bondi piga jimogozo pura zichiti skupani.
Another set and to a beautiful program, Taura with the Prince. We're out here in Century City in Cape Town, and I'm hoping you guys enjoyed the show, you enjoyed the interview, you enjoyed the top 10 videos that we have. Today we were paying tribute to some of the beautiful videos that are made in Zimbabwe, and we're hoping you guys enjoyed it. I just want to end the show by giving you some encouragement. I always end up with the thought of the day. I just walked into the shop and this book spoke to me. It's from DJ Spoo, and it says it's called Billionaires Under Construction. I encourage you to get a copy. It's an amazing book, powerful book for young people who are going into business like you guys. You can do it. You can make a difference. From one of his pages, I got attracted to this saying. It says, make it happen. You will never regret it. So you need to make it happen. You need to go out there and be the best. You need to go out there and change the world. You need to be the change that you need to see in this world. So grab one of these books from DJ Spoo at Exclusive Books. It's an amazing and powerful book for young entrepreneurs. And from me, from Taura with the Prince, I am your boy Russell, aka the Prince, signing out, and hope to see you next week in another powerful show of Taura with the Prince.